I mean, you can imagine downtown LA, there's me with my braids and my freaking lines in my beard, because that was my vibe, dragging a female down the streets with fake handcuffs. You can imagine the looks that we got. So this is where it all started. I even love this artwork. We wanted to kind of like recreate essences of the Blue Note, you know, that the two thing here, the 1, 2, and yeah, Set the Tone was a song about them relationship. But you know, I wrote it in such a way, anyone that was going through a relationship and struggling or not feeling 100% happy, maybe felt a bit trapped. That's what that song's about, breaking free and finding yourself and being yourself. Now more than ever with the talk of mental health and protecting your peace and all those kind of things, I think I was maybe a bit ahead of the time. But that's what the song was about. David Brant, the producer, played me. I remember I went to his place in Golders Green and he was like, I've got this amazing songwriter coming by called Dawn Joseph. And I was like, great. And Dawn and myself and David are still friends to this day, you know. But the story goes, Dave had this dum 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 with this like hip hop beat. It was a thing that this hook he'd come up with. We sat in his studio. It had to have been for like 2-3 hours with that loop on repeat. I was losing my absolute mind, and it was like da 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 da, like me and Dawn were just back and forth, like skitting over this idea, and then she came up with. And I was like, so that was the chorus. And then I don't know if it's from frustration. I just said I can't handle it. I don't know if that was actually where it came from, but I was like, that's a really good opening line. I can't handle it. It's just taking too long. Had enough of it. Decisions made. I'm gone, and that it just flowed from there. But it took us a good. I mean, Dawn and Dave will tell you. I think Dave went out for lunch and came back. We were like, we've got the song, like 3-4 hours later. But yeah, honestly, like that song now, I mean, I didn't even know how many times I've sang that track, but it still sounds fresh. I still love it to pieces. It was the start for me, you know. Everything else my entire career has stemmed from this song. And I remember Anthony took it to One Extra and sent it to a few tastemakers. I mean, that was the time we would post CDs, like promo copies, the little cardboard sleeves. And feedback came back from like Blues and Soul and like all these great publications. And then radio came on board and One Extra we're A-listing Set the Tone and Pretend. And I don't think it was even completely finished. We were like, we need to get that mastered. So we sent it off. And then it just went, you know, the likes of Ronnie Harrell, Trevor Nelson, like all the, you know, my soul boys, my R&B kings, were playing the song. You know, it was just great. And I think at the time in the UK, there wasn't really an artist or a male soul artist that was doing that. You know, Lamar and Craig were both around, but I'd say they more leaned towards the kind of pop side of R&B and soul, whereas I was trying to merge, like, you know, my love of hip hop and soul as well. So that track definitely ticked that box. Oh God, what have you sent me? I'm scared to open this. Okay. Oh, okay. I can see the thumbnail. Oh, that jacket was the bomb.
Things really started to kick off for me as an artist when I wrote a song which is called Set the Tone. It's also the title of the debut album. It's basically a song about going through a difficult breakup with my ex-girlfriend. And, you know, it's just a case of when you're in a situation, you're not happy, you just need to get out of it and just move on and set the tone and just be an individual and be single and start to live your life again a bit. So that really was when everything started off for me. We put it out to a few DJs in London and around England and gave the video to a few radio TV stations and shot a great video in LA, came back, and it all kind of went bang from there.
It did go bang from there. Oh, memories. I was so baby-faced. I feel like I still am.
I can't handle it. It's just taking too long. Had enough of it. Decisions made, I'm gone. See you struggling. I said you're suffering, but I'm through with it. No more to do with it. See, I don't wanna come across as the insensitive tide. No, but the truth be known, I'm lost. All my patience you have tried. I lost all sense of time. You caused this mix up in my mind. You tired me out, said I'm feeling strung out. Yeah.
Baby, I set the tone.
I set the tone.
Make me step out of this on my own. Acting like nothing's wrong.
Yeah.
Need a time now to just be alone.
You gotta understand, you don't own this man. Baby, I set the tone, yeah. Da da da, ooh, ooh. Ba da da da, ooh, ooh. Ba da da da, ooh, ooh. Ba da da da. So not one part of me is feeling neglected. Come to think of it, there was a lot of time wasted, all that worrying, all for nothing. Now I'm free of it, and that's why I've ended it. Yeah. See, I don't wanna come across as the insensitive type, no. But the truth be known, I'm lost. All my patience you have tried. You see,
I recorded this song, and the tastemakers that we sent the song to, first of all, thought I was American. They thought I was a new American artist. So when I went on the radio show, I was like, all right. They're like, what, you're one of us? You're English? I was like, yeah. But then also, so I'd gone to LA. I think I'd gone with Mavula. She was signed to Warner Publishing and I was Universal. And we both basically convinced our publishers to send us to LA for like 2 or 3 months. And we obviously had a great time, holiday, but also we were there to write songs. And whilst I was there, the song, it was digital radio, DAB. So like the song was on radio. Ethan later, the director of the video, had heard the song on digital radio, found Anthony somehow, my manager, got in touch with him and said, right, I want to shoot Nate's video. And Anthony was like, we don't even have budget. We shot that video for, I think, £845. And it was literally Ethan with, I think, Dave Harari, who's his like second director, producer, and a mate of theirs with a camcorder, with a fisheye lens swaps. It wasn't like this big rig. You know, we literally were like walking the streets of downtown LA. I mean, not illegally, but like without permits, filming. I mean, you can imagine downtown LA, there's me with my braids and my freaking lines in my beard, because that was my vibe, dragging a female down the streets with fake handcuffs. You can imagine the looks that we got from people, but the visual of it being in America and the sound of it being American and that like American neo-soul vibe, that was obviously what people thought. But because of that, the turnaround, like MTV Base were banging at the door, One Extra, like all these prolific, like huge radio and TV stations that supported soul music. Anthony was like, shit, like we need to turn this around really quick and get it finished, get the artwork done, get this done, get that done. So then when we did the license deal with 1-2 Records, they were like, we want to make this a moment, like we're going to give it a proper push. I don't know if any other radio stations actually picked it up. But we did the vinyl, we did the CD single. It was a really short space of time, and Anthony like he'd gone from like this dude, my manager in his apartment in West London, like sending out envelopes to people, to like, oh shit, it's hit the fan now. We need to actually like have a machine behind this. Whether it was him and his girlfriend at the time, just like sat there, just like putting stamps and writing addresses, I don't know, but it worked, you know. And we had great support from Music Week magazine and like all these publications that were like very credible and very cool at the time. So yeah, that's where it all started.
I can't handle it. It's just taking too long. Had enough of it. Decisions made, I'm gone. See you struggling. You're suffering. But I'm through with it. No more to do with it. See, I don't wanna come across as the insensitive type, no. But the truth be known, I'm lost. All my patience you have tried. Yeah. I lost all sense of time. You caused this mix up in my mind. You tired me out. I'm feeling strung out, yeah. Baby, I set the tone. Made me step out of this on my own, acting like nothing's wrong. Needed time out to just be alone. Understand, you don't own this man. Baby, set the tone, yeah. Not one part of me is feeling neglected. Come to think of it, a lot of time wasted, all that worrying, all for nothing. Now I'm free of it, that's why I've ended it. See, I don't wanna come across as an insensitive type, no. But the truth be known, I'm lost on my patience you have tried. Lost all sense of time, you caused this mix-up in my mind. You've tired me out, I'm feeling strung out. Oh, baby, I set the tone. Set the tone. Made me step out of this on my own, acting like nothing's wrong. Hey. Needed time out to just be alone. Understand, you don't own this man. Baby, I set the tone, yeah. I set the tone, yeah. Don't think I'm wrapped around your finger. Back then was so naive to see just what went on behind my back. Why you wanna carry on like that? Did I deserve to be treated like the enemy? Baby, I set the tone. I said it. Made me step out of this on my own, acting like nothing's wrong. Needed time out to just be alone. Understand, you don't own this man. Baby, I set the tone, yeah. I set the tone, yeah. Baby, I set the tone. Made me step out of this on my own, acting like nothing's wrong. Needed time out to just be alone. Understand, you don't own this man. Baby, I set the tone, yeah. I set the tone, baby, I set the tone. Made me step out of this on my own, acting like nothing's wrong.